Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. Welcome to The Creative Kind. My name is Isolde Trachtenberg, and I am thrilled you are here. I feel great this morning. The sun is shining. I'm super excited to be here. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of different things. First of all, about creative problem solving. I know that I've been talking a lot about different ways to be to look at creativity, but I want to talk about something very practical today. Creative problem solving is wonderful in business, but it can also be really wonderful for kind of the small things. My husband and I went to Key West a couple of weeks ago for our annual, whether I need it or not, Isolde needs to relax after the craziness of the holiday season trip. It was a birthday present for my sisters, and I was super grateful that we got to do this. And I've never bought a hoodie. I like buying hoodies from different cool places I go, so I bought finally, after many, many years going to Key West every year, I bought a hoodie. It's this gorgeous turquoise hoodie and it says Key West on it, which is fabulous. Well, my husband has this habit of leaving his drawing pens tucked in his shirts, and one of the drawing pens got washed with the hoodie, and the hoodie had these black spots on it. No, right? Oh, so tragic. So I know. The worst use of the word tragic ever, but you understand my point. In the moment, it's a little disappointing. I hadn't even really worn the hoodie before it got ruined. And I went, okay, I obviously, I'm not going to throw this thing away because now it's got these black little dot stains on it. So instead, what I did, and you know what, I realized I should have it with me right now so I could show it to you, but you know what, I'm going to instead put it on at the end or something because I do want you to see what it looks like. So instead of being too upset about it, I went, okay, how can I get creative with this? Well, I love sparkles. I do. And I love sparkly paint. And I have these fun little stencils that I bought for $1 at the art store, and they have suns and moons on them. So I went, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I took some silver sparkly paint and I put the stencil over the stains, and I painted myself a sun with a couple of stars and a moon with a couple of stars. I know you'd never see the stars near the sun. I get it. You know, my friend Beth Munn, the NASA geek, was probably going, you will never see that. It will never happen. I know, I'm sorry. So the sun and a couple of stars and the moon and a couple of stars. And I put them over the stains. And lo and behold, it looks fabulous, right? So that's what you can do. You can actually just take something that's gone wrong and go, how can I solve this with an out of the blue creativity situation? What can I do that's just going to be, I'm creative. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to, instead of, oh, David Wilcox has a wonderful song all about this. A woman is painting her kitchen, and a can of cerulean blue paint gets overturned on the floor. And instead of going, no, she leaves the paint. She lets it dry in this really cool, amazing pattern. She's like, wow. In the song, she says, wow, I've never seen that pattern before. That's really cool. So then instead of doing anything to lift the paint up, she actually covers it in clear gloss and leaves it. And people who come over are like, wow, what an amazing piece of artwork you have on your floor. This is the song I'm actually telling you about. And it's true, right? I mean, if you definitely make creative lemonade out of the lemons, you can do amazing things. So that I'm going to challenge you today. I'm going to say, okay, if you have something going on where you want to be sure that you can solve something creatively, do it that way. Come up with, the next time you're faced with a holy crap, this went wrong moment, stop, step back, and think to yourself, what out of left field creative thing can I do to fix this whole darn thing? Do that, and you're going to be amazed at the really cool thing that you invent, create, produce. And invent, create, and produce are three of my favorite words in the English language. So think about it in those terms. What cool thing can I do? What cool thing can I create, invent, or produce that will solve this problem? Start thinking of it in those terms, and you're going to be amazed at what happens. And I'm going to put in the show notes for this, I'm absolutely going to put pictures of the sweatshirt so that you can see it, the hoodie, and also the link to David Wilcox's song, because I think it's fabulous and it's really important. It's an important way of looking at it. Instead of looking at something as a problem to be solved, think of it as a challenge to be solved creatively. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. My name is Isolde Trachtenberg. If you know someone who would benefit from knowing about this, please tag them, let them know about the show, the video, the podcast, however you choose to take this information in. If you have questions about creative problem solving, get in touch. You can find me at Isolde T on Instagram or Twitter. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, I send you my love.